The making of Squid Game 3, the most dangerous game yet. When Netflix announced Squid Game 3, fans lost their minds. How could the dystopian survival thriller get even darker? What twisted new games awaited? And most importantly, how did they film it without someone actually dying on set? Pre-production. A Game of Secrets. Director Wang Dong-hyuk initially refused to make a sequel, exhausted from the global phenomenon of Squid Game, 2021. But after relentless pressure and a massive Netflix check, he returned, with a revenge plot so brutal, even the crew was nervous. The new players. Lee Jung-jae, Seong Ji-hun, returned, now a vengeful revolutionary. Gong Yoo, the salesman, got an expanded role as the mysterious mastermind. New contestants included a disgraced esports pro, a rogue AI scientist, and a literal mafia boss, played by Ma Dong-seok. Wang kept the script locked in a vault. Actors only got their scenes hours before filming to prevent leaks. Production. Welcome Back to Hell. Filming began in 2024 under extreme secrecy. The set was codenamed Project Pink Soldiers, a massive soundstage in Seoul redesigned into an even deadlier version of the Squid Game arena. The new games and near disasters. The human chessboard 400 extras in life-sized chess pieces had to dodge real flamethrowers. Safety crews worked overtime. The glass maze. A 100-foot labyrinth with shatter-proof, but terrifyingly real-looking, glass panels. Lee Jung-jae admitted, "I cried filming this." The Silent Auction. A psychological horror game where players bet their organs in real time. Method actors actually fainted. The infamous Tug of War 2.0 incident. The original Tug of War was brutal, but the sequel's version was worse. Instead of a pit, players were suspended 50 feet in the air. A stunt double slipped, safely harnessed, but the footage was so intense it made the final cut. Lee Jung-jae refused to do reshoots. Once was enough. The return of the VIPs, the wealthy masked spectators were back, more grotesque than ever. Played by real billionaires, who paid Netflix for cameos. One ad-libbed, "This is better than my yacht party." Wang kept it in for satire. Squid Game 3 will continue the intense saga of Seong Ji-hun, Lee Jung-jae, who re-entered the deadly competition with a personal mission. Frontman, Lee Byung-hun, who concealed his identity to infiltrate the game. And the other surviving contestants who are facing the final chapter of the brutal game. The new stills hint at a broader, expanded universe for the season. Director Wang Dong-hyuk said, "Season 3 will be darker and more brutal than Season 2, but at the same time, quite clever and humorous." Speaking about the show's iconic game sets, he added, "I wanted to show a sense of childhood mixed with the bleak situations the characters face, their moral dilemmas, and the cruel fates that await them. The series also delivers a clear message." He said, "I wanted to ask the fundamental question of whether we have humanity and whether that humanity has the ability and power to make the world a better place." Art director Chai Kyung-sun explained, "Unlike the fiery Ji-hun, the cold and calm frontman is shown using white marble. It creates a strong contrast." Production began in July 2023 and wrapped in June 2024, shooting seasons 2 and 3 back-to-back, a grueling year of sustained intensity. Wang even lost around 10 teeth from stress during the shoot. A highlight of Season 3 is the revamped VIP room, a chilling symbol of opulent evil. The team built a white marble sanctuary, lit in stark contrast to the fiery Ji-hun versus the icy frontman. Art director Chai Kyung-sun infused the space with crystalline geometry and poisonous plant motifs to visually evoke danger beneath the glamour. Season 3 continues blending physical sets with high-end CGI. The glass bridge continues its terrifying realism. Actors ran on tempered glass mounted just meters above ground to authentically convey fear. Wee Ha-jun led fans on a tour of the poisonous jungle-themed VIP area, showcasing Netflix's meticulous production design. Production incorporated a fusion of practical tension and digital polish to heighten emotional stakes. Return of the core cast. Lee Jung-jae returns as Ji-hun, whose battle against the frontman forms the series' emotional heartbeat. Lee Byung-hun reprises his chilling role as the masked frontman. Wee Ha-jun as Detective Jun-ho reflected on filming the final season and how fame reshaped his life. Park Sung-hoon reprised his role as Cho Yun-ju, a transgender character he portrayed with genuine care, and whose story continues in Season 3. Supporting players like Anupam Tripathi, Ali, received deeper backstories. Tripathi gained 5 to 6 kilograms to bring his character to life with authenticity. Season 3 concluded with a major surprise. Cate Blanchett appears in a single-shot cameo as a recruiter in Los Angeles, hinting at the game's global reach, and setting the stage for potential international spin-offs. This final season grapples with humanity under pressure, the rebel GI Hun's guilt, and philosophical reckoning. Reddit fans weighed in on both cinematic and thematic shifts. Squid Game is not a good versus evil story. The real danger is thinking there are only two sides to begin with. Season 3 represents Wong's bold finale, brutal, thought-provoking, and meticulously crafted. From marble-walled chambers to tempered glass bridges, from global cameos to intense character arcs, the production pushed boundaries, both moral and cinematic. It's a fitting climax to a series that asked what humanity is worth when stripped to its core. Editing a nightmare, over 40% of footage was too graphic for Netflix. They fought for a harder cut. The red light, green light doll got an upgraded AI voice, creepier than ever. The ending was reshot 3 times after test audiences had panic attacks. When Squid Game 3 premiered in 2025, it broke Netflix records, 200 million views in 3 days. Governments banned certain episodes. Fans actually tried recreating Glass Maze in real life, leading to many warnings. The final twist? Wong Dong-hyuk teased, "Maybe this isn't the end." Here's a behind-the-scenes peek at Tyler Perry's Straw, the emotional thriller that hit Netflix in early June 2025. A sprint through Atlanta. Writer-director Tyler Perry addressed the real-life influences of his new Netflix movie, Straw. The 2025 drama follows the story of a single mother, Jania Wilkinson, Taraji P. Henson, who finds herself on the wrong side of the law after doing something desperate for her sick daughter. Straw is part of Tyler Perry's roster of movies under his first-look deal with Netflix that began in 2023 and includes the likes of Mea Culpa, The 688, and Duplicity. Straw, which premiered on Netflix on June 6, 2025, is headlined by an incredible cast led by Sherry Shepherd, Tiana Taylor, Glynn Turman, Sinbad, and Rockman Dunbar. Is Straw based on a true story? Tyler Perry connects his own life and people on this planet to movie. Taking place over a single day, Straw's protagonist Jania endured a series of unfortunate events that pushed her to the limit. After getting fired from her job and failing to get the money that her daughter needed for lunch, Jania's bad luck continued after she was framed by her boss for a robbery she didn't even commit. Making matters worse, she was forced to rob a bank after they prevented her from cashing in her check that was supposed to give her a fresh start. Some fans highly praised Straw as Tyler Perry's most impactful movie yet, mainly due to its relatable storyline and its appeal to average individuals who are struggling to make ends meet. While it is not based on a real story, Tyler Perry, who served as the writer, producer, and director of Straw, shared with Extra TV how his new Netflix movie is reflected by real-life situations that are experienced by people who are often not being acknowledged and not being represented. Perry continued, saying that his real-life feelings inspired Straw's script because he was just dealing with so much stuff while developing the story. Straw's filmmaker also offered high praise for Taraji P. Henson's performance in the movie. Extra TV. How excited are you to bring it to the world? In a separate interview with Decider, Straw-led star Taraji P. Henson acknowledged the oppression surrounding the black community and the only way to heal the trauma is to deal with it. Straw managed to showcase said oppression through the raw lens of a black mother who is just trying to make ends meet and provide for her daughter. It all went out of hand after going through, perhaps, the worst day of her life. Speaking with TUDUM, Henson explained Jania's actions during the movie, noting that it is how humans operate in that heightened state of panic and anxiety and pressure. Perry chimed in by saying that Straw represents 3 different types of black women, who are all the same black woman whom viewers can all empathize with each other. Perry is referring to the 3 major characters in Straw: Jania Wilkinson, the bank manager Nicole Parker, Sherry Shepherd, and Detective Raymond, Tiana Taylor. Jania is seen as a single mother who is suffering from a mental health decline due to overwhelming responsibilities. Although not based on a real-life story, Straw is still sprinkled with real-life influences. What Jania has gone through in the movie can happen in real life if one individual gets pushed to the point of no return after succumbing to an overwhelming amount of bad luck. Tyler Perry is undoubtedly a champion for the black community, and powerful performances from its cast anchor Straw's solid, relatable story. It sends a strong and impactful message that should make viewers take a step back and reflect on how people you encounter daily are fighting different battles. Despite being caught in a hostage situation, some aspects of Straw managed to showcase Jania as someone who was only propelled into her unfortunate situation. While Jania had her flaws, the movie did its job of humanizing her, which ensured that she received a genuine community of support to prevent her from further downward spiral. By doing this, Straw delivered a message to the viewers that a support system is crucial to any parent, considering that there is a significant amount of change that he or she will go through that might be overwhelming. Taraji P. Henson imbued Jania with gritty vulnerability, even pulling from personal experiences. She filmed her demanding role while juggling another series, Fight Night, yet delivered a performance praised for its authenticity. Sherry Shepherd stepped out of her comedic comfort zone. She shot her scenes in 6 days and even renamed her character to better suit the role, showing Tyler's flexibility and her own creative influence. Tiana Taylor, praised by Perry as a special talent, brought a nuanced empathy to her detective role. Her presence helped bridge understanding between law enforcement and struggling communities. On set, the principal female cast fostered genuine mentorship and empathy, mirroring how, in the film, women from different walks of life rallied to uplift one another. They wanted viewers to see solidarity in action, not just hardship. All in all, Straw is a timely movie that provides an honest overview of how one bad day can push a struggling mother to the edge. The lesson here is that there is a way to prevent dire consequences from happening, which is to be present whenever loved ones need a helping hand. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Leave your comment and hit the like button. Thank you.